Hello and welcome back, friends. Today I'm gonna repot my 1 year old date plants into this container. Actually, I'm reusing this container. It was for another plant. So since it is around 12 inch tall, I'll be using this container to grow my date plants that I have grown a year back. So basically I'm making a partition over here so that I'll be placing all of my dates plant in this one, and they can grow nicely in this pot, and in future if I have to separate them, I can easily separate them. So you can see the date plants, they are growing so far in a good manner. They are perfectly healthy, and since it was winter time, I placed those plants inside the greenhouse and they grew perfectly fine. You can see there is a seed still attached to the plant, and but the seed is completely fragile. I mean, it is completely decomposed. It's very weak, but still you can see the seed over there. So while growth, the seed was intact with the plant. And I'm taking the plants out. It is little bit hard for me to take the plants out since the soil is so compact and the roots are deeply rooted inside this plastic pot. So tapping it and trying to pull the plants out, you should be very careful while taking the plant out because the roots are very fragile. One thing you can see over here is that the roots are entangled at the bottom. That clearly says that it needs a bigger pot to grow. That's why I'm trying to put this plant into the bigger pot where it can grow more vigorously and they can grow more taller. It is always for sure that if the roots start getting entangled at the bottom, it needs a bigger pot to grow. So we should keep that thing in mind always. I'm trying to remove this soil as far as possible and trying to put that into the peat moss and perlite composition so that the roots will not have any difficulties to penetrate into the soil. If the soil is so hard, it is difficult for the roots to grow, and since I'm using this soil, they will have faster growth in the soil. In the same manner, take the plants out from the another part. It seems like I'm just pulling the plants out in a jerky manner, but it's not. I'm taking care of the roots very properly and trying to lift the plants out of the pot. So you should be careful while taking these plants out. The roots are really fragile, and you can see the bulb sort of thing that will grow larger once the plant grow taller. So always try to keep the plants upright, because if the plant gets tilted, the stem will not be straight and it doesn't look good. So try to keep them straight, upright as far as possible so that the growth will be smoother and the plant will remain straight. So just fill up the peat moss and perlite into it. So basically I'm using this pot so that I don't have to take care of different pots. In the winter it was indoor. Now I'm going to place this pot outside in the full sunlight so that the growth will be vigorous and it will be good for 2 to 3 years inside this pot. And once after that, I will be planting this plant into a bigger pot so that I will have bigger plants. So friends, if you have any queries, let me know below, and if you like my video, please do share it, give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. Thank you and see you again.